everyone, welcome back to some more Wimmfi Races. In this video, I'm going to say my top 10 anime characters. I love anime, but I haven't watched enough anime for my list to be amazing or anything. For example, I haven't watched most of the mainstream anime, not because they aren't good, but because I don't have enough time to really watch 800 episodes of Naruto or One Piece. So, college kind of gets in the way, so I tend to watch the shorter animes. But now that that's out of the way, let's begin with number 10. Toca Matsuda from Death Note. Matsuda is one of the most outgoing and kinda stupid characters in Death Note, but he makes the whole murder investigation a bit humorous because of his shenanigans and how he handles things. By the end of the anime, you truly see a different side of him that has shocked me to see him go from his happy-go-lucky self to a man who realizes the consequences for his actions. Matsuda is an astonishing character who I feel deserved more screen time, honestly. Okay, so number 9. I'm not good at saying her name, sorry. Katona Katsura from School Days. Sorry if I said that incorrectly. If any of you have watched School Days, you know it's not just some cute little high school romance. Katsura is one of the main characters. She seems so, shy and sweet, and in ways she pretty much is, but while the main character has her in his grasp pretty much, he doesn't realize how his actions are going to affect her. She loves him, pretty much, and what I love about her is she is willing to do anything to take back what is hers, even if she has to do the unthinkable. It's kind of how him and her, they both had a relationship and stuff, but, it changes within the anime, and I just think you should watch it because, really, the ending is kind of, crazy, so, yeah, you should definitely watch that anime, School Days. And now, number 8. Cilicia from Sword Art Online. Most people look at Kirito or Asuna when you think of Sword Art Online, though I do love Asuna very deeply as well. But Cilicia was always my favorite. She is not shown on the show as often, but she does have her scenes with Kirito. He saved her and her pet Pina who she trained because she is a beast tamer. And Kirito says she reminds him of his sister, which is why Cilicia and Kirito have a special bond while trapped in the game. Cilicia is generally a kind and cute girl, though I don't know her age exactly, but I'm assuming she's pretty young and unfortunately ended up stuck in this game of death at such a young age, since the game lasted 2 years. Number 7. Shizuma Hanazono from Strawberry Panic. Shizuma is one of the main characters. This anime is 100% female-based, and most, if not all of them, are lesbians. So, it's a school for women, and there are many dorms where Shizuma leads one of them, is seen as an inspiration to the younger girls. Though Shizuma sees herself as anyone else, till she meets the main character, Nagisa, and has a strange fascination with her. They get closer and closer, and no one knows where it will lead in the end, because Nagisa feels like Shizuma hides too much from her, making their bond be hanging from a thread, really. Generally, they are a very close relationship, but you never know how it's gonna go and such. Shizuma is a very, quiet and content person. She kind of keeps to herself, so you really never know what she's thinking, but I find her very fascinating because of her story. Okay, number 6, Lucy from Elfen Lied. When people think of an anime character with pink hair, most think of Yunogasai, but honestly, I think of Lucy. In general, Lucy is a very strong person. I don't remember if she was, born or created or how she was made. Maybe it's in the anime, but I don't remember because it's been a while. I don't know if she is an alien or a human with high power, who knows, but, regardless, she's definitely different. Scientists know that, and they try to keep her separate from the world. Lucy is she has horns that look like cat ears on her head, and she has invisible arms that can kill anyone with one swipe. Lucy wants no separation from the regular world, though the scientists try to keep her trapped. and she manages to fight her way out and attempts to live like a regular person. I consider Lucy either very bipolar or has two different personalities, because she can go from sweet, cute, and happy to wanting to pull out your guts very, very slowly. So she may show no mercy, which is why she's a dangerous force to be reckoned with. But I love her backstory and how the anime ended, so I really recommend watching it if you have the chance. Alright, number 5. L from Death Note. Death Note was the first anime I ever watched fully, and L was kind of part of the reason. He's a very brave, intelligent man willing to risk his life for all of Japan. Though he is considered the most odd and weirdest detective you've probably ever seen because of the way he slouches, how he always wants sweets and chocolate and cake, what he wears, and how he doesn't even wear shoes. But that's what makes him kind of who he is, and shows that he is not just some Sherlock Holmes ripoff or anything. He is L. He is the person Kira's afraid of, and L won't back down until his very last breath. He's willing to risk everything to catch Kira in the investigation. Now, number 4. Mineni Uru from Future Diary. She is better known as Diary Owner number 9. Future Diary is also called Miraniki as well. So, in Future Diary, there is 12 people who are trying to kill each other to become the god of the new world, and Uru is one of them. She is a very cunning individual with high knowledge on mass destruction and bombs. She's known as a terrorist among these diary owners, and knows how to escape tricky situations due to her diary. I love her because of the way she goes from wanting to kill you to wanting to help you out. She has a lot of different perspectives on how she plays this game. I wouldn't really trust her exactly, but she would be a good person to be on alliance with if you want to stick around for a little bit longer. You don't want to get on her bad side because she can definitely kill you. So, now number 3. Ikki from Amnesia. This is an anime I recently watched. I played the game first and fell in love with it. But one of the characters that caught my eye was Ikki. He is so, strange, that's the word for it. Ikki is considered a player. He dates girls, then he dumps them. But the main character, he falls in love with her. And she is the first woman who has ever gave him a hard time or had trouble falling in love with him. He sees her as a challenge, not that that's really a bad thing, but his fan base might think so. Due to his popularity, he has a bunch of girls fawn over him. This makes a lot of conflict for him and the main character. When you first meet him, you think he is a typical douchebag who thinks he is all that, but by the end, you see the side of him you never thought really existed. I definitely recommend, if you don't want to see the anime, then you should probably play the game. The game is pretty freaking good. Though I think it's too expensive on Steam, and they should maybe lower the price on it. But in general, it's a good game though. Now, number 2. Toca from Tokyo Go. I haven't watched the second season, so this is completely based on first season alone. Toca is seen as somewhat heartless, but also cares deep down. She saved Kaneki multiple times, and he has no idea how much he should appreciate her and what she has done. Toca is a ghoul. She devours on human flesh like the rest of the ghouls. She isn't really afraid. She's always trying to do what is right for her group and for the ghouls. Some see her as a challenge, while others tend to fear her. Toca is by far one of the most thrilling characters I've seen and grown to respect. But Kaneki grew a lot within the season too, as well. Like, at the beginning he was just a little boy who was terrified of the world, pretty much. And then by the end of season 1, well, you'll have to go watch it yourself if you want to figure it out. But I do love both him and Toca as characters in Tokyo Ghoul, and it's definitely an anime worth watching. And finally, number 1. Taiga Aizaka from Toradora. Now, I'm sure anyone who knows me knows that Taiga is my one and only, and they probably saw this coming. She's my girl. She's my favorite anime character of all time. I even have plushies and figures of her, no joke. But all that aside, Taiga is a very small girl. You know how they say small girls are feisty and a little bundle of anger? That right there definitely applies to Taiga. If you aren't her friend, you are scared of her. She shows no sign of being intimidated by anyone. She has weaknesses like everyone else, but she refuses to be shown as weak no matter what her size is. She doesn't have many close relationships, but once you are her friend, she trusts you and confides in you. That's what makes her a unique character, the way she doesn't simply let anyone into her heart and mind. She also has an amazing strength for someone of her size. I think that anime, I normally don't like those little high school romantic things and stuff like that, but I think this anime was really good because Taiga really showed a different side of not just a typical high school conflict shit. Like, Taiga actually made it more exciting and more fitting. So I think if you like, feisty women and high school novels and stuff like that, then you should definitely watch this anime. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and everything I had to offer for this video. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see any more of this, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.